Hi guys, today we're going to read the book Crazy Crab. So before we get started, we're going to circle the title of our book in green. The title is the name of the book, and the name of this book is Crazy Crab. Next, we're going to circle the name of the author in red. The author is the person who wrote the book. The author of this book is Mark C. Evans. And now we're going to circle the name of the illustrator in yellow. The illustrator is the person who drew the pictures. And the illustrator for this book is Steve Page. Okay, so let's read Crazy Crab by Mark C. Evans, illustrated by Steve Page. Steve was not your average hermit crab. He was #1 in sales of seashells by the seashore. If your little nippers had left home and you were looking to downsize, Steve was your crab. If you felt like you were a sardine living in a can, Steve was your crab. If you lived next to a noisy rock lobster that played loud music until the early morning tide, Steve was your crab. Steve could sell fried calamari to a squid or a pearl to an oyster. He was that good at his job. Even though Steve earned a lot of clams, he still struggled to pop out of his shell every morning. Steve had looked up into the night sky with stars in his eyes. Friends and family laughed at his dreams. "Don't be a crazy crab. You can't be an astronaut." But he never gave up looking out into space. Then one day, a message arrived in a bottle. A mission to Mars. A volunteer was needed. So Steve sent in his application. Everyone told him they would never send a hermit crab into space. They always send mice. But Steve didn't listen. He trained and studied as hard as he could. Mice were sent, but they hijacked the controls and flew the rocket to the moon in search of cheese. They sent a dog, but on a routine spacewalk, he got off his lead and started chasing meteors. Next, they sent monkeys, but they went bananas, constantly nitpicking each other. In the end, it was Steve's thick shell and his determination that allowed him to claw his way to the top and go where no crab had gone before, taking his first sideways step on Mars. The end.